crypto. This O-Day, these forensics, strictly for my hackers. Hackers on the grind, I ain't forget all my port scanners, all my SQL injectors, my exploit devs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, N-Commander, and it would help if the webcam was pointing at me and not off to the corner.
Sorry, he's a little...
Oh, yes, and we have a special guest tonight. We have Mr. Sidpeockt, also known as the Master of Unlocking.
Ahoy.
This is the first time I have streamed since I have moved to New Jersey, so the setup is a little bit different.
Yeah, at least you and people on Mixer migrating over have something in common.
I'm going to kill him. Folks, you know what? We were going to look at boot sector viruses, but I think tonight we are going to see... No, I must restrain.
You know there's no known removal for the Sidpeockt EXE virus, right? Ahoy.
Why did I do this to myself?
This is one of the rare times you get to see me wear pants. Continue.
This is not going to end well. And of course, the chat isn't showing up correctly in stream either. Oh man, this is off. So before I try and fix the stream, we are here to look at something very interesting.
To be fair, you did move to New Jersey, so.
Yes, and oh yes, tonight's stream is powered by Comcast. I'm going to go webcam full size here for a moment. So here is a copy of Windows 3.1 on 5 1/4 floppy disks that came off eBay. Now, I bought these with a very specific reason. For those that were here for my last stream, you'll know that I had some, shall we say, technical difficulties in imaging some media. Well, this camera, there we go. In imaging some media. So I bought some known good discs, and the package that came on eBay was sealed. And can you actually grab it? It's right over there behind you. And when it was sealed, the eBay listing was correct on a technical point of view. This is what it came in. A sealed Ziploc baggie and with the top cut off. So it was a sealed package of discs. It just wasn't factory sealed. So when I was testing the previous drive, I managed to get a partial read of these disks, and they have been changed. As far as I can tell, there is a boot sector virus on disk 1. So we are going to image all 7 disks, and then we are... Camera! Oh, Jesus, my camera is drunk. We're going to image all 7 disks, because I did get my hands on a working drive thanks to Kernel 86 of the Virtually Fun Discord. We are going to install DAWs, and we are going to take a disassembler to the dang thing. So, let's switch to full screen view.
While he's doing that, we also want to shout out hi there to our usual DC201 people of Disa Del Mona, Neos with all the lead speak numbers, and very interestingly, and I think this is the first time we've seen this in chat, hi to Dennis Trauv _AWS, which I can only assume that's Amazon Web Services. So I guess Amazon's watching you now. Good luck, no pressure.
It wouldn't be the first time. Let's be honest. I'm right now, while he was speaking, I am trying to fix the chat being in the stream.
Well, a lot of people, I guess, to reveal behind the scenes what we normally do, except we'd be in 2 different locations. You don't have to put the camera on. Is
well, it's
I get to see like my weird hair here. Is that
okay?
Is we usually have when someone else is on stream, I'm always in the restream chat, and I like kind of moderate it and make sure everything goes well and everything. So that's what we usually do here, which is so I'm kind of now doing this in real time. If you ever see those streamers where don't get any fan fiction ideas where it's like a couple and there's one person on cam and there's another person off screen and they're like reading what the chat's going on and stuff. That's the setup we have. We DEFCON 201. We actually look more professional than we perform more professional than we look, even though we still look unprofessional.
Yeah. Okay. I think my official prognosis of this is that OBS is drunk.
That happens.
Yeah.
This program drunk. So. Speaking of which,
I've been under the hood of OBS.
Speaking of drunk programming, our next meeting is October 16th, and we will be participating in the Hacktoberfest for the 4th time.
Yes. So as soon as I get the freaking chat fixed, we will start imaging these discs, and then we will dig into it.
Chemicals in the water, freaking fix the chat. No.
Well, I'm living in New Jersey. I'm a native New Yorker, so this has been something of some. At least I'm not from Hoboken.
Yes, that's the equalizer. Or Long Island. Dennis said, "Let me type some long random text to see if it gets cut off."
Yep. Well, it's me trying to fix it right now.
Isn't that digital circumcision?
Okay.
Why don't we have Neo on? He's an expert in this.
God, having him here was a bad idea, folks. Let this be a warning to you. When Sidpeockt says, "Hey, why don't I come over? We'll have a good time," the correct answer to say is hell no, not sure.
Or cover your butt.
Okay. We have it fixed. I think we're good. So why is Dennis's name in brown? Okay, I don't know. Let's start doing some disk imaging, and we lost our music somewhere. So let me get the music back. Let's bring our music back, and then we will be good to go. All right, screw it. I can actually do this one. Nope, that's the wrong window. Holy crap, Chrome! I think you're drunk.
Wait, there's a non-drunk Chrome? Oh yeah, there is. There's on Google Chrome. I use it. I'm actually using it right now.
Okay. There we go. All right, so let's get some disk images going. And so off camera, I've got a 5 1/4 inch floppy disk drive on top of my tower. I really wish this camera is annoying me. The cable's at its maximum length, so it's being pulled to one side.
I think they make pills for that.
Folks, I'm sorry. I really am. He is the co-founder. I have to do what he says. Okay, that's probably as good as I'm going to get. Let us dump. So, as usual,
No comment.
we're going to be wait a minute. This is not audio capturing. I want you to capture my audio, please. There we go. So, as usual, I have a SuperCard Pro hooked up to my computer. I've got a copy of Disk Utilities, which is a third-party thing for this. So, let's... Alright, so I probably have a folder for this in my retro directory, but we'll see. I do. We're going to blow that one away, and we're going to do this from scratch. The reason we're going to blow that one away is because I know those dumps are all bad. So, poof. Oh, right, because I did that as root. The camera is in this awkward angle. I can't see what I'm doing at all. Okay. Hopefully, I didn't just accidentally RF everything I love and care about. No, I did not. Because, you know, it would be a proper stream if I accidentally blew away my home directory. So, let's see here. So, sudo sipdump. Let's see here. Serve retro archive Windows 5.1 disk 01.scp. Okay, I hear the disk drive going, and the floppy disk is spinning. So if this works correctly, we should theoretically have a copy of Windows with a boot sector virus on it. Now, I don't have a reference copy of Windows 5 1/4, but we'll get to that one sector at one bit at a time. If it turns out that was a false positive on my part, then I've got a plan B for this stream, because I've learned that when I host HACK-ALT-NCOMMANDER, you should always have a plan B.
And they sell them at CVS behind the front desk. I used to work at CVS, so that's not a joke. That's actually.
No, I know you're not. It's not a joke. It's just
If you say pharmacy, there's plan B.
I can't kill him. I still need him. I can't kill him. I still need him. I can't kill him. I still need him. Welcome to the HACK-ALT-NCOMMANDER Comedy Hour. This is brought to your host by NCommander and Sidpeockt. Okay, well that's dumping. Let's get a VM going. We're going to, so I have recently been playing with OS2 a lot, and I've become really sensitive to timing issues. So I can completely believe that malware would break on too fast of a processor. If this has what I think it has on it, the malware itself is from 1992 or 1993. So, and it's written in assembly. So we are going to go with something period correct. So
Literally so old it can vote.
there are so many bad wings I can use to follow up that sentence.
Also, Neo said Weehawken has the best view of New York City.
That's Neo. That's not Neo.
I know
Well,
it's
that's a different. It's Neo's. It's Neo's seed.
Neo Seed.
We know another guy named Neo that spells Neo interestingly. So let's go with a 3d6 SX, and you know what? We're going to be fancy. We're going to give it a floating point unit because, yep, serial mouse, and let's give it a hard drive.
So you also like to live dangerously?
I do in fact like to live dangerously. I'll even use a UART 165520. And as we've been informed, we will in fact be having yet another member of DEFCON 201 who does not have their own show. So the comedy fun times will be going all night here at the Chateau 201 Annex. So let's call this DAW's Malware because I feel like this is the appropriate name for this. God.
I hear Neo being like, "Isn't DOS already malware? Like, isn't that redundant?"
Right, and you know I need to give it a 5 1/4 inch floppy disk drive. So, all right, let's. Let's go with something a little bit less graphics horrible than that. Let's go with a VGA adapter.
The reply to Neo Seed here.
Okay, my mic was taken. I wasn't quick or trendy. So okay, so since that's done, okay, we do have a dump. I don't think I can run strings on that file. I think I've got to do a convert before it will. So let's do disk 01. And you know, it helps if I spell it correctly. Yeah. So the SuperCard Pro format does what's called, I've talked about this before, but just in case there's someone new to the chat, it does what's called a flux image and not a raw disk read. So it can preserve pretty much anything a floppy disk drive can read. The downside to this is it doesn't always work on the first try because of the way flux readings work. And we need to still convert it to a usable format. So that is what I call a good dump. We have all the sectors and none of them are bad. So let's what?
Sorry, I'm looking up cool masks to buy on the internet. Keep going.
Okay, so image. So let's grab disk 1 and let's save it to an image file.
NeoSeed said boot sector viruses are fun, 512 bytes, and still have to keep the ability to boot and maybe keep the boot signature.
Yeah, so I am curious about this. So I haven't actually been able to dump this before. This is literally me doing this live on camera for the first time because I too like to live dangerously. I not only tempt the demo gods, I do many bad things to them. I'm trying to be. Let's see here. So if I do strings in this, so this is how I discovered this the first way. Here it is. The form virus sends their greetings to everyone. The form virus sends their greetings to everyone who reads this text. Form doesn't destroy data. Don't hack. Blank. F goes to corny. So yes, there is in fact a virus on this disk. We are going to run the Microsoft antivirus program on it, and then I'm going to pull the boot sector off. I'm going to try and pull this off the disk. And we're going to take a closer look at it. So let's, I mean, if we run MDIR on this, see, is there anything here I don't recognize? See, my guess is it's an unallocated spot of the FAT disk, the FAT file system. So we'll see. It is interesting, because it means there has to be a boot sector on this disk. Here. So, is there a boot sector? And Sidpeockt just had an idea. Run for the hills, people! Okay, so I don't know. As far as I know, vanilla copies of Windows 3.1 do not come with a virus on the disk. And if I hold up the disk, you can see that the write protect notch is in fact punched out. This disk should not be writable. So this leaves some very interesting questions that I don't have good answers to. We're going to image the other disks before we start getting into this, and we'll install DAWs along the way. So disk 2 just went in. Just for the record, it is 7 disks for the 5 1/4 floppy disk version. So let's grab disk 2 and dump. So let's see here. Setup.txt is modified. The timestamp is wrong. Oh, you're right. It is modified. Well, that's interesting. Why would that be modified? I want to see if these other disks have been modified, because the way this virus works is it allocates itself. So the form virus is known. Let's and I am actually going to submit this to Virus Bay because I love the idea of finding legitimate old form virus. I believe there's a Wikipedia page. Here it is. Yeah. So here's the more in-depth information. So we're going to we are literally archiving a boot sector virus, and it was the most popular virus for a period throughout the early 90s. So, and of course, we are actually going to emulate the virus. Oh man, this feels like a bad idea here, folks. Oh right, this BIOS has Y2K issues. Can I? Yes, I can change it. No, I can't change it. I have to disconnect host time. Let's see here. Do not synchronize host time to clock. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I know. I'm multitasking. Fear me for my multitasking. Let's see here. So we will set this to a time. Let's say 1997. I think that 1995. That's a good year. Come on, get there. Okay, you're a type 46 hard drive. Type. Okay, so there's our BIOS setup. Okay, right. Do I want to know, Mr. Pocket?
No, as I'm going through the actual mobile app to see if I can actually change the category the stream's on, and I guess you really have to go to the desktop app in order to do it.
Well, why don't you ask the browser to load the desktop version of it?
I still don't know the password. Keep streaming. This is my separate issue.
Okay. All right. So while that's going, let's get DAWs installed. Let's see how comes the spin image. Okay, that's still dumping. So we're installing DAWs and we're dumping floppy disks. So Y2K. We could look at that in a separate episode. We could try setting the clock on various Linux applications past 2038 and see if they go boom. Okay. So we've got MS-DAWs installing here. We've got a disk dumping here. The multitasking is real. We need to be more metal music. All right, so now that we've got that dump done, let's see if it successfully managed to actually read. That's the wrong folder. I don't love HXC floppy emulator. It works better than pretty much anything else. But, let's see here. Might be a good night. Oh, good night. Oh, that didn't. That's a bad sector. That either didn't dump correctly, or we're going to try redumping this because we got 4 bad and 1 bad, and we'll see if it works. The problem with using a SuperCard Pro is that the drive can sometimes have intermittent reads, and I actually should have done that as a separate file. Oh well. If the sector is weak, and normally under most operating systems, it will transparently retry a few times. The SuperCard Pro is one and done. So we still did get a copy of the virus on the first disk. So, or at least what we think is the virus on the first disk. And in fact, we will try it with Microsoft Antivirus here in a bit. So so it was a very good catch that file is modified from 1993. How it got modified, I don't know, but we're learning things. We are learning things real good here. Okay, so that's dumping, that's installing, and I'm laying this on fire.
Wait, the incense or the system?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to have something on fire to keep the bad spirits away.
Oh, that's why I came across the desk, huh?
Yeah, that's the salt. That's the salt I put on the floor.
I am quite slow, so.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to accidentally my apartment. Okay. So there we go. Disk 2. All right. That's going. That's going. All right. Well, right now we are watching Progress Bar Simulator 1993 edition. It's here. Okay, and everything is going good. So, if you know what's interesting is we could even try seeing how viruses interact with drive space. That sounds like a horrible idea. I'm hearing various noises come out of Mr. Pocket to my left. I feel like this is a bad idea being birthed here. So once again, I would like to thank the Virtually Fun Discord for making this possible by sending me the necessary hardware. Another thing we may do tonight, but it will get done this week, is I am going to dump Vines because now I have a working drive. But when I mentioned I had a copy of the Windows Install Media with a boot sector virus on it, it was like, ah, man, you got to cover that. And so that's how this happened. So, all right. So that's still installing. That's still going. I mean, the sectors could have gone bad. It is possible. I mean, these are old disks. So your track analyzer. Let's reload. Archive. Because what you can do is you can stitch multiple versions of the disk image together. Let's see here. Okay. See, that one read, it's still got 4 bad sectors here. It's hard to tell. See, there's not a lot of documentation on how this tool works, sadly. Do we try and dump this a third time? I mean, it's not like there's any... Yeah, I'm looking at this. I can't even tell what's supposed to be here on this sector. But you can also tell, if we look here, you notice that these sectors read successfully. It's just this one little section of the disk that does not want to read properly. So I'm tempted to try this one more time and see if we can get a completely full read out of this. I mean, it's probably good for the sake of preservation, so let's try this. Let's get a .1 going.
Apparently this goofed Neoseed's Linux install from 1992. He says boot sectors are the worst.
Yeah, boot sectors are. I do like it, right, as I have on the DAWs install. Protect your data. Microsoft virus detects and antivirus detects and removes computer viruses. Backup safeguards your files. Improved Undelete provides free levels of undelete security. You know, and that would be appropriate in this day and age because, you know how many people fail to make good backups? It's a lot. Yeah, it could be a bad error. I'm going to try it one more time. If it doesn't read, it doesn't read. These disks I don't care that much about. I mean, they're interesting, but it's not end of the world if that doesn't read. And it is probably can get some data out of it. I'm just not sure what, because the preceding sectors are reading correctly. Yeah, it's all 3 of those tracks in the same area are having some issues. As it's reading data. It's just getting a couple of bad. It's probably like 1 or 2 bits that are just not reading the way they're supposed to. Here, because if we go here, you can see the bad CRC. See here, it's hard to tell where it is and isn't reading, but we'll see. We will see. I'm really hoping when I go to dump the Vines disks, it works properly. If not, it's not. Okay, So MS-DAW is finished installing. So let's eject. Let that reboot. And we're going to put disk 1 in. And I'm going to run MSAV. And because this should have new enough virus definitions that it should be able to read that. And then I'm going to try and pull the virus out and disassemble it. So if we run MS... So, wow, that did not work the way it was. Oh, there it goes. Holy cow, that's slow. So if we, can you guys see this okay, or should I make this full screen? If we go into, where is it? F9. I love how the third virus on the top is called AIDS, but this should have form virus in it. Yeah, here it is. Form virus, boot size 512. So it should have something on it. Does it have more? This boot sector virus is 512 bytes long, infects the boot sectors of diskettes and hard disks, remains resident in memory. Side effects include corrupted data files, damaged file linkages, corrupted programs and overlay files, changed... Basically, that's actually a lot of information about an old virus.
Neoseed said, I got so luck with Citrix 2.0, although 95 slapped a new boot sector on it.
Yeah, I know. I remember you telling me about that. That's why I have the SuperCard Pro to basically prevent that. I actually should copy this to a new file.
I wonder who this could be. A wild Carousel has appeared.
A wild Carousel. So apparently DEFCON 201 has decided to come over to my apartment tonight. Yeah. Just as a note, you guys are being picked up on camera.
Yeah.
So, yes. So we have even more people from DEFCON 201 here. Now, if Jack and the Neo NYC walk in through the door, then we know that I have become the official DEFCON party house. So we've got this copy of Disc 1 here. Let's...
Party on, Commanders. He's buying all the liquor.
Wait, what?
What?
Okay. So... let's open the image, copy 1, and let's tell it to go scan drive B. Okay, and run detect. So it's looking for viruses in memory. Let's see if there's an actual virus on this disk, or let's see if I've been screwed. I am really scared you're going to blow the outlet there.
Sure.
Let's go for it.
Putting it in the...
Okay, so it's scanning. Hey, wait a minute. Where's my virus? There should be a virus on this disk.
Where's the kaboom?
Where's the earth? There's be an earth-shattering kaboom. I'm sorry, folks. Okay. So
we're all old people here.
setup.text. So NeoZ did say setup.text looks like it had been edited. So let's take a look here.
Neoseed requested for you to back up your DOS install so you don't have to reinstall it.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
DEFCON 2.0, where the chat is way smarter than us.
Yeah, well, he just wants me to make a copy of the hard drive. You know, I don't even need to shut the machine down because I like to live dangerously. Let's see here. So I got a PCM, and you can see my large collection of hard drives. Okay. Copy, paste. Okay, now I have a backup of my hard drive. So what is going on with this? That doesn't help. So we can see here that setup.inf and setup.txt were modified. All the other files on this disk are from 1992, which let me look. I've got other copies of Windows here. So what is going on with this? Now, those two, that may still be legitimate. And the reason I say they may still be legitimate, Microsoft Windows 3.1. Come on, let me load it. Load. There we go. So if we look at this...
Outside of the screen.
Yeah, so if we look at my other copy of Windows 3.1 that's known good, you can see that these disks have a 1992 modification date. And it's basically consistent with these. So they were basically all made at the same time. So it is interesting. It's interestingly the time and date, the date is the same, the time is different. Because you can see this, it's 2/27/1993, and it's these two files, but that also could be when Microsoft mastered the 5 1/4 floppy disks. Although why they would master it a year later, I don't know. I suppose it's possible Microsoft waited that long.
Microsoft, what do you expect?
So a diff won't... Huh? Go for it. So the problem with a diff is I don't have a 5 1/4 reference copy, but you know what? I can get one because internet.
Oh god, now I wish I had the shades. You could just sit in the background just wearing shades.
For those behind me, Searcell is currently stealing a chair.
Poorly. I'll help you.
Oh, this is going to end badly. Just enjoy the show behind me.
No comment.
So how many people does it take to steal a chair from NCOMMANDER?
Neoseed said diff, it could be legit.
I know, yeah, I saw. Okay. That's what I think. You know what? We could run autopsy on the image. Because you know what? The great thing about Microsoft is they use FAT for so long that modern day forensic tools will work on ancient file system images.
I was actually waiting when you said the great thing about Microsoft and literally would say G.I. Jack is logged into chat.
Let's see here. I know I have a copy. I know I have a copy of Autopsy somewhere. Now I just gotta remember how to run it because, of course, there we go. Autopsy. Because obviously something has changed here. And while that goes, we will use our friends at WinWorld PC, but I want to run Autopsy on this. And let's see, let's take this Win31 Unusual. So for those who don't know, Autopsy is a utility for kind of looking at and reviewing forensic information. It can recover data from lost and edited areas of the disk. See, I'm curious is how did this how did the disks get changed? And I have to wonder. Let's see. Let's go to disk dump, image, disk 1 image. Come on, go. Keep going. Finish. All right. Let's see what we can find here. File types. Yeah. I got the distinct feeling I'm not going to find anything useful with this, but it's worth trying nonetheless. And I will pull the boot sector out of it, although I'm kind of surprised that... Actually, let's just take a hex adder to it right now. I've got Bless installed. Oh, yeah, Bless is a pile of crap. That's why I don't use it. I should remember that about 3 seconds earlier. Ignore. Quit. Okeda is a better one. All right, let's just look at seeing what's in the damn boot sector. So for those who don't know, the boot sector on a floppy disk is the first 512.
Did you just turn Canadian there?
Canadian, eh?
You said the boot sector.
The boot sector. The boot sector, eh? Apparently, I've gone Canadian here. So that would be the boot sector. That looks like the standard MS-DOS boot sector. Although, interestingly, that says MS-DOS 4. I am suspicious. This doesn't seem right. Let's, what is the actual Microsoft one on this disk look like? The same!
I'm just nervous about this episode, so I'm like, watch, is this how you get Corona?
Yeah, no, this actually looks byte for byte identical. Wait a minute. Let's see here. There is no CRC tool. Okay. Okay, I am oddly suspicious here. Let's find where that string is. So we're looking for the form virus string. Find. There is no. I want you to look through the whole thing. Come on. There. UTF. I don't think. Well, I know it's near the end of the disk, because there's quite a bit of unused sectors on these disks. So let me see here. The thing is, I am deeply, deeply, deeply curious. All right, you know what? Let's grab a known good copy. This is what WinWorld PC is for, because and we'll see what their version of. Let's see here. So I need 5 1/4 right here. Grab it. Be nice if it worked. Why is this giving? Try one more time. There we go. Can't be downloaded securely, of course. Keep. Okay, so those are the disk images. This is WinWorld's copy of it, because I want to compare. Obviously, I have the disks. So let's see what we get when we look at their official disks. Yeah, so if we run strings on it, we see that we don't get that form message thing. So what is going? So let's take a look here. So we look at Disco 1, and all the dates are from 1992. So let's mount these disks and let's take a closer look and see what happened here.
I feel like Sarah and I should be doing like interpretive dance of like what is going on in Commander's screen right now.
Feel free. So let's do a mount read only, and here's our known good. God, the music is interesting. Okay, so all right, so now let's go to the suspect. Oh God, one of these days I can write mount suspect, and then we can mount RO, serve retro archive, Windows 5 1/4, img disk 1.img here. And then blah, blah, blah. No difference, even though they have different modification dates. Okay. So obviously there's got to be differences here. The question is, where are these? These would be made by a factory process. I'm trying to remember how you do that. How do you? Oh, it's done. So all the files are the same. Okay, what gives?
All I'm confused about is I don't know how you musically opened
Oh, wait.
a portal to Coachella from 2004, but you did.
Oh, wait. Well, you know, it helps if you're going to compare files. If you compare the, because I'm smart. Okay, so there are actual differences there. Okay. Why are these? What? So, hold on. Let's get this in a less stupid format. /u, please. See here. No, look, there are actual changes there. Okay, let me paste bin this def, and we're going to look at this a little bit more in depth. But it looks like Microsoft updated the README file silently. Is this possible? I've discovered something that's never been documented before.
Silent but deadly.
All right, pastebin.com. All right, let's paste bin this and let's look at this a little bit more. Okay, so here's the diff between the two versions. You know what, that's actually not a bad idea, but I see actual changes between the two. So it looks like on the Windward known copy, it looks like they made changes to the documentation and a few other things. Basically relating to the physical packaging of the Windows. Like in the which one's which? So in the 1992 known good one, this one says if you're using an MS-DOS screensaver, you should, and then the 1993 says if you're using an MS-DOS based screensaver. So I think that's a legitimate change. That's not a virus. Yeah, those are legitimate changes Microsoft made. So the question is, where's this form? The reason I looked at these disks a little bit more in depth was because I noticed when I was debugging the faulty drive was that form thing. And I wonder if that came from Microsoft. Let me see. Let's see if we can find that. So it's going to make me do this the hard way, isn't it? I look. Oh, there it is. Okay. So here it is at the bottom, and that looks like an overscan. That looks, hold on. That's a boot sector. So a boot sector on x86 always ends with 55AA. That's an identifier used on most BIOS. This is, let's see here. See that looks like a normal boot sector. That looks like a backup of a boot sector, actually. So where is that? Where is that on the disk? That must be in non-allocated space. The disks themselves say version 3.1 and do not have an A revision. These are professionally mastered disks, or at least I think they are. You know, let's what we do. Let's dump it as much as we can, and we'll compare each disk side by side. Let's see if disk 2 actually fully read. If it didn't fully read, we're going to keep going, and I will come back to it. There's usually ways to get bad sectors to read. It's just kind of a pain. Yeah, see, that one said now has 5 bad. So the previous dump of that was better. All right. That's fine.
NeoSeed said a good virus has a backup boot sector so they can use 510.
Yeah, but the boot sector looks good. We're going to look at that a little bit more closely. Let's get the rest of the disks dumped. And I actually want to install this copy of Windows because now I am deeply confused and oddly interested. So, okay, so 3. Okay, so disk 3 is going. We're going to export this. Let's open the other one. Blah, blah, blah. And let's see if this one has the form virus on it. Because now the plot is thickening. It is possible that the AV software doesn't have viral definitions for this. Let me think about this. All right, you know what? Hold on. You know, there's an easy way to know if this is correct or not. We're going to extract the boot sector here in a moment. So your archive, but I want to dump this and export it. So export img blah 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 disk 2 img. Even with those bad sectors, this should still be installable, and I can figure out what's missing. Okay, all right. So let's read off that boot sector. So temp boot sectors if serve retro archive Windows 5.25 image disk 1.img byte size 512 count 1 OF home mcast of all temp bootsec form sec. Or let's see here, from questionable disk possible form sector dot bin. Okay, got that. And now let's read our known good copy. Home mcast of all desktop disk 01.img and here known good. Okay, so temp boot sector. So let's see if these are identical. They differ. Okay, that's actually surprisingly enough a good sign. The reason that they're a good sign is because that's a good sign. It means that there is in fact something about this disk. All right.
It hurts.
Yeah, it does actually. So, how do I get Greta? Let me think about this. So it is possible. So,
there's a fucking ghost.
huh?
I just saw a fucking ghost.
Yeah, no, that's an actual string in the virus. We're trying.
Gotcha.
I'm trying.
I see.
Yeah. So I need to look up the exact file format of the master boot record. Because I don't remember where the exact code footprint is.
I just want to shout out thanks to Siricel, because literally without him we wouldn't have anything that actually works.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he got me the passwords and stuff so I can do things.
Oh, he's got the he has the power. Run! All right, let's just open it up in Gerda and take a look.
Single. What?
Sure. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Thank you.
Because nothing here can end well, folks. All right, so let's open a new project, and this is going to be a non-shared project, and let's call it boot sector virus. I'm ignoring the peanut gallery as best I can. Okay. Let's see your project net aim. So let's call it form virus, and then let's import some files. So, wow, guys, you're kind of driving. You're yeah. Okay. Let's see, boot sector. So here's our known good one. So this should be a standard DAWs boot sector, and let's see here. Let's just load it up in here. We know it's x86. It's going to be in real mode, and it should be so small that analysis should take about all of 3 seconds.
How small is it?
Hold still while I hurt you. Okay, so where's the boot code? Let's see here. 512, blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. Yeah, see, I thought it was right there at the beginning. Let's see here. Let's see here. Floppy sector. It might be slightly different off floppy disk. Let's see here. Blah blah blah. Selects boot device. Loads physical memory. Yeah, okay, so that's what I need to know, because I need to know how the segments are set up. So let's see here. And then I want to say that this is code start disassembly. That last one I want undo. Oh, no, go ahead.
So as a reminder, are we still trying to figure out if this is a Microsoft update or a legit virus? Or what?
So we know it's a legit Microsoft update. We're trying to figure out if it's a legit Microsoft update with a virus on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Like as if Microsoft had put the virus on it?
As the disk got mastered with it.
Yeah.
Because these are factory disks.
I had a thought, right?
Right.
It could be an antivirus.
No, that we've checked. We've compared it to the factory release of Microsoft 3.1 on 5.25 floppy disks.
Right.
Those don't have the same thing, and the form string. It's also not on the 3.25 version.
Okay.
This version does have change. This is a later printing. This is from 1993 because there are changes to some of the help strings and documentation.
I know.
So
Yeah, no, my theory was just that they put something like hard-coded as a signature in like some area of the disk, just so that if the boot sector gets overwritten with this virus or whatever, that it would be eradicated by it.
yeah, so here's the known good version of the boot sector. I'm looking at it right now. And there's not a lot of code here. It basically sets up the segments and does certain things. I don't see any callouts here. Oh no, here's int 19. That's talking to the floppy controller. Wow, Girda is really garbage at this. I should probably be doing this in IDA.
I think that's the slogan. I mean, it was built by the NSA. So.
Well, it's actually in a lot of ways it's better than the free version of IDA because especially because it comes with the decompiler. But it's kind of garbage at real mode. But I see a lot of sector setting up. So I'm guessing this is... What is int 19? x86 int OX19. I want to say that's the floppy controller. Nope, it's used to load the operating system.
Huh.
Yeah. Because it would print no system disk and then quit. That's what the known good one should be doing. Because if we look here at the very bottom, here's the non-system disk. And I bet if I go look through this quickly, I will spot... Yeah, because part of this is junk and nonsense. Like right here, you are not disassembly. You are... your data of some sort. I don't actually want you to be disassembled. Let's see here. Bytes. Of course. Alright. Yeah, because everything from here to here is not... You're just... This is all data. Let's see here. How do I change this? Clear code bytes. Yeah. This is all part of the fat heading, because it reads this and then it jumps. So here's the boot sector. If I look carefully, int 10, I'm a little bit rusty with my old school interrupts. Yeah, int 10 is the video services. So, and I'm guessing that's the write to string. So, if we look here... if we look, compare this side by side, moves OE, write character in TTY mode, move 07 to BX. Yeah, so that basically just prints the string, and it goes through in for loop. Okay. Right, and it's basically printing non-system disk or error, please replace, blah, blah, blah. So if we now look at the other one, and we go back to the main Girda window, that's not what I want. And we import our virus. Let's see here. Let's see here. It is interesting that that is different. We are going... you can analyze, yes, and then here's our code bits. Disassemble, and then... Okay, so we should have... So this is the version that I think is a virus. So let's take a look and see what we see here. Please, Girda, do not... I mean, I'm going to have to go through this line by line and figure out exactly what has changed. Can I? Yeah, okay. You know, I can open these side by side. Can I actually open diff view? Yes, I can. Okay, so let's do that. Yes. Okay. Do that. Don't save. Close that. Close that. Close that. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Because now we can compare these side by side. Yeah. So we've seen that we've got a backup of the boot sector, and we're seeing there is quite a bit. All right, so this is a code change. We know this is code because this always. This is not quite what I wanted. Is it actually disassembling? How is this disassembling? This is not disassembling the way I expect it to disassemble. Yeah, that's here. Let me go back to questionable. Analyze, and then let's fix that. So clear. Yeah, see, this should be a disassemble, and then I should be able to get the rest of it. Yep, and there's the rest of it. So now if I diff these, this doesn't update. Get differences. Of course, it'd be too easy if that just worked the way it was supposed to work. Yes, close current diff session and okay, there we go. So now I can see the boot sector differences side by side, and I'm not seeing much of change between the two of them. In fact, I don't see any now that I've got the disassemblies lined up. There's a few here, but none in the actual boot sector of the disk. Okay, so what's going on here? So the boot sector, this is definitely, so I walked through, I mean, I haven't gone through this line by line, but this looks more or less how you start, print out the regular DAWs boot string. Because there's not a lot of code in a normal boot sector. There are some bits that are different here at 0027, which is part of the FAT, but that's probably a modification date. Because we've seen that these disks are not 100% the same. And it's... where is that? Because that's FAT12, no name. So the boot set... What there is here... Quite interesting.
That word, second time. Interesting. It's like the first word for DC201.
The Peanut Gallery is making their life known. So, all right. So maybe this disk doesn't actually have the virus in it.
Peanuts are people too.
Let's look at the hex adder that we saw here. If we go to where we found the virus, oh, it was in this one. Here, you can see it towards the end of the disk. Yeah, basically towards the end of the disk in what is probably unallocated disk space. Yeah, maybe it has in fact been cleaned, but we've seen that all the binaries between the two match. But we can also see, let's see here. So here's the boot sector right here. We could, that looks like that's slightly yeah, it's more than 512 bytes. It would be from, here we go, EB. Oh, undo. So this backup copy of the boot sector, which is here and goes to here. So that's what's supposed to be here. Now, if we go directly before it, we have another 512. That is probably our virus. Although it doesn't have the boot sector identification bit, which should be right there. And as far as I know, that's not part of any file. Let's look at this in the other... Let's see here. So this is the known good one. So let's take a look at that. Let's scroll up. And that would be right about... Let's see, where was the address? B850. That would be about right here. Okay, so what gives? That means something, in fact, has changed. I'm guessing that this disk at one point had a virus on it. Now, the question is, did the virus come from Microsoft or not? That I'm not completely sure of. But that's definitely... See, that's the correct size for a boot sector virus. So, you know what? Let's copy this out and let's put this in a new file. So, let's call this, and we'll add it with the other ones. What?
Doing Twitter stuff. Keep going.
Oh, come on. It's... There it goes. Okay. Why is this... Why are you driving me crazy here? Work, damn you. I command you to work.
There's a video saying I made Minecraft only 1 block wide.
That sounds interesting and bad.
Check that out later.
Okay, we'll check. Yeah, we'll check that out later. Seriously, so there is some food in the kitchen if you're hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
It's like sliced chicken with mushrooms.
I've got more chicken for later.
There's some onions, but they're like cooked. So.
Yeah. Form virus. Okay. Yeah. I would have made more if I knew you were coming by earlier. Sorry for the slight distraction. So let's take a look at the version here that is the virus. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about this real loud. So the question is, where did this virus end up? Oh, wait a minute. Did cabinet files in this version of Windows use compression? And then I am starting to wonder if... Don't crash. Do not crash. I'm telling you, do not crash. Okay, you can analyze. Because this should be... Yeah, that's definitely something. I'm not completely sure what I'm looking at. Let me see here.
DEFCON 201 slogan. I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
Let me see here. Did I get the right file size here? 512 bytes. Yeah, see, that doesn't make it... That's not... Well, it's a valid code sequence. Why would you... Wait, DF... Did I choose the right decompile for this? Yeah, well, the manual's not here, but...
Are you in the wrong user environment?
No, I'm in the right user environment. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here.
Oh, good luck with that.
I'm seeing deep magic here. Yeah, that's... Let me see here. So if we go back to here, this is the potentially questionable boot sector. So we've got a 1 kilobyte read. Okay, I am just deeply confused here. Because we compared all the files side by side. Let's go back to that dump. Was there anything else here that was different? No, all the other files match up. So it has to be an unallocated space. Yeah, okay, so that's got to be an unallocated sector on the floppy drive. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm thinking that's something AV related. The question is, how did it get there? I mean, I could legitimately see Microsoft accidentally having a virus on the master media, it getting overridden. And, you know, I could easily see how that could happen. What I am curious now is, because I'm going to have to investigate this a little deeper, but the reason why I'm thinking, and I think the easiest way to show this is to actually run ScanDisk. Be careful, folks. I'm living dangerously here.
Stand back. He's about to use science.
Pretty much.
Dun, dun, dun.
So the way the file allocation... Oh! Hello! That's a message. The backup copy of this drive's file allocation table is incorrect.
Incorrect.
Don't fix it. Let me just run a surface scan. Problem was not resolved. So that means the two fat versions on the disk disagree with each other. Neozed, what do you recommend for editing file? Okay, well, you know, it's a virtual disk. I can fix it. You know, we've got a backup copy of this. All right. Which one do I have in there? Hold on. Exit ScanDisk. I think I've got the copy in there. Yeah, I do have the copy in there. So let's fix that and see what happens. ScanDisk B. Fix. You know, making an undo disk is probably not a bad idea. Holy cow. When was the last time you made an undo disk?
Wow.
We need one for this country right now.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
It's called voting.
All right, yeah, I need to go back to DAWs because I need to format my undo disk.
I do want to quickly shout out that since now I have everything working, if you're curious about NCOMMANDER's other exploits when he's not live streaming, we do have his, if you're on Twitch, we do have his GitHub linked below. And also, if you are interested in the show right now and our future meetings and other shows and future episodes of his shows, you can hit that bell, like, share, subscribe on any of the 3 platforms we're on, Twitch, DLive, or YouTube, and we see that when you do that, and we will crap our pants when you do.
Yes. If you also are interested in my content and me doing horrific things to old computers, I also have my own YouTube channel here that I just dropped a link to on chat. And this does not want to format. Format, damn you. I control your reality. I command you to format.
Try 5-matting it.
But bet if he's gonna, let's bet if it's gonna beep at him. He hates when it beeps at him.
So when's that video coming of
It's this month.
best NCOMMANDER moments?
Oh, best end. No, it keeps getting larger, but thankfully, because you haven't streamed for a while, I've been catching up.
I need to stream more.
Yes.
Yes, so just to answer, it's been due to health reasons why. All right, we're not going to be able to make an undo disk here, folks. We're going for broke.
To be fair, that's everyone right now.
Okay. Like we're okay, skip undo. Make your file systems match each other.
Ooh, you're crap, bud.
And let's run a surface scan. So there are unused clusters on the disk. The backhand bits of the disk are let's see here.
Drive scan is what I imagine the inside of your brain looks like.
Pretty much. So that is interesting. Do what live? Do I want to know what I'm supposed to do live? Because that might terrify me.
Commander's truth or dare. What? Hi, ice cream truck that's not spying on us.
Yeah, so that ice cream truck comes about this time every night.
Yeah. Yeah, because
It comes around the corner. It's an actual ice cream truck, and I see
yes.
people buying ice cream from it.
If you don't mind me sharing the story, back when I lived in the Heights, which is like the opposite end of Jersey City, this would come by at 10 p.m. And at one point, when co-founder G and Jack were arguing, and I turned over as a joke and said, you know, like this, nothing we're doing is illegal, and that sound chipped off and it drove off. right after I said that. We're like, oh, so the theory is real.
He said it. Not. God damn it. I don't even know if the ice cream truck is getting picked up by the microphone. So we've now got. So basically, we've got fat problems. All right. We're going to just install this copy of Windows, and we're going to get down. We're going to get more in touch with it because I don't know. I'm going to need to install a copy of Norton Disk Utilities or similar to figure out.
You can't hack or nothing. I got Norton.
Things I would never hear you say. I have to install Norton.
Yeah. So I'm just looking at this a little bit more in depth. All right. I have the distinct feeling that I'm not going to solve this all tonight, but.
I now need that ice cream truck sound every single time.
That ice cream truck is driving me fracking mad.
It's like as like errors come up, it's like this is your life now.
Yeah, because if we look at this disk, there is something funky going on. The question is there any data referring to this part of the disk? I can hear you. Oh, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, they all they like to do is see me in pain. No, you're not sorry. All right.
You like black tacos?
Guys. All right. Let's get back to this. So we have the first free disks dumped. This has been going well. Strings. Let's see if this virus is here. Okay, so it looks like it's only on disk 1, which sort of suggests it's been there on the system master, because if it was on all the disks, assuming this copy has ever been used, I'd actually expect it to have infected all the disks.
Right.
So the plot thickens. So load. All right. Let's load number 3 and see if this dumped successfully. What? This is just getting stranger and stranger.
Welcome to HACK-ALT-NCOMMANDER.
Whoa, that did not read correctly.
Okay.
Something that
Talk about Red Ring of Death.
no fracking kidding. That's a lot of bad sectors.
You know what they say, a few bad sectors.
It is factory right protected, and the labels look genuine. That did not read correctly.
Huh.
Like that basically said, "Ha, screw you."
Well, you are in Jersey City. So.
Let me look at the physical disc. Let me make sure there's no damage on it.
Yep. The lowest level of the OSI layer.
Yeah, the disc looks fine.
They blow on it, stick it back in. Neoseed wrote, "Wow, so many bad."
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And it's on the top side of the disc, which appears to be okay.
Neoseed also says, "I've seen Microsoft betas that have good labels, but were done on a typewriter."
Well, if this is a fake copy of Microsoft Windows, so the copyright date on these discs is 1992, or at least on disk 3 it is. Hold on, let me look at disk 1. Yeah, the copyright date says 1992. Now, I have a copy of Windows 3.11 without the 4 workgroups, like a physical copy, and it has a copyright date from 1994. So, the plot thickens here. Look, we're going to just try and redump this disk. I'm wondering if it just kind of freaked out. Because that's what the other drive was doing. And let's see here. We're just going to dump it. Nothing to see here. Move right along, folks. See, the question is now. Let's let's look at this. If we go look at our mount directory and look at our suspect. Yeah, see, we don't see it. Well, hold on. We do get binary file matches. Let me try. What was the name of that string? Oh. What was the name it was cursing off? Corny. Where is that? Yeah, see, it's not there in any of the files. That's got to be in non-allocated space on the disk. But to figure that out, I'm going to have to write a utility that knows how to read and write file allocation tables. What is with this disk? I am... Actually, a boot sector virus doing something that funky makes sense, especially if it's been treated with, shall we call, budget antivirus. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized that Microsoft AV might not have new enough definition files. Because if that is the retail release of DOS 6, which I believe it is, but it may not be we know that the boot sector on this disk is a standard DOS one with slight changes, which I think is a modification date. So what is going on here? I am... I mean, that... See, it looks like a string. Although it doesn't end in a null. 2E. Ends with MS. What's the creepiest thing? Alright, let's see here. So, let's try this. Now that we've managed to redump disk free, that did not look good. In fact, that looked really bad when I saw it. Oh, that's really bad. If the bar is moving slowly, you know something bad's happened. Frig.
Shit.
Yeah?
That's not a small number.
That's not a small number at all.
And there's some red on the top side, too.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's the
Is
same.
this gonna be like?
This is actually a worse version of it. I accidentally overwrote the previous dump.
I was gonna say, I hope this is not one of those things where every time we run it, keeps getting interrupted.
Yeah, I think it is. Okay, let's try a different disk. What happened? Media must be... See, I don't see the media falling apart. That's usually what would have that. So what happened there? Alright, we're going to set this disk aside.
Can I see the disc?
Alright, let's try disk 4. Like I said, I'm not super worried if these disks get damaged. I literally bought them to test the drive.
Okay, in a certain light, I think I can see sector patterns. Is that normal?
I can see those on other disks. I've got reference disks right here.
Okay, I'll take a look at the reference.
And this one I can't see sector patterns for, so... But I also have sector pattern disks that I can read just fine, so...
Yeah, I don't see the same markings.
But it varies. I mean, if we go into...
I'm hoping those aren't like scratches or something being made into the disc.
Okay. Well, here's how we tell. Let's take... So this is disk 4. Like I said, these are not disks I'm super worried about if they get trashed. Okay. Disk 4 I can see scratches on before I run it. So let's try reading disk 4. And let's just see if that disk has just said goodbye. Which is possible. So I'm learning things about how to do software preservation and what to and not to. So let's see if disk 4 has completely out. So any questions for me, Searcell or Sidepocket? Make yourself known in chat.
There's a Hollywood film that's over an hour long called Sid the Hacker.
Sid the Hacker. Is he play Civilization?
I don't know, but I'm watching that.
Maybe play C64 music. What's that?
That's not a good sound.
No, that ain't.
Is that the floppy disk drive?
That's the
it was.
drive playing a fiddle right there.
Monero plays its fiddle. Burning is wrong.
You mean now?
Yeah, that was a sound. I don't know if you guys heard that, but we heard something that sounded very similar to claws on a chalkboard.
Or like the sound something makes in a horror film before
And
the
I
slasher
do hear
monster
something
attacks.
really high pitched.
That I hear, but that's normal because that's the motor spinning.
Why do I hear boss music?
All right. Well, if the disk has been trashed, it's already happened. Okay, we're going to turn off the music.
It's not serious.
I hear it clicking. You know, like the normal head track.
Mm-hmm.
You've got me all paranoid. Now, like, is it going to blow up now?
Oh,
It is again.
I wonder if... Is it sitting flush? Or something preventing the motor from spinning? That is a sound. Let's see how the disk dump comes.
have you lubed the gears recently?
No, this was tested, known working. I've got lubricant right there.
Okay.
It's making the sound of its people.
As Sidepocket leaves the room. Oh.
Yeah, okay, that's getting a Control C, and I'm getting that disk out of there. Yeah, I don't see any damage to it. It's... That was a sound.
Now that I got that in my system, so how much lube you're gonna use on this thing? When it's a spray nozzle, you know you're serious with your lube.
So, tonight on All Hack End Commander, we're going to figure out how much lubricant it takes to... No, you know, that's just a sentence I shouldn't finish. The problem is that to power the drive, I needed to... Did you see anything on the cookie?
I didn't see anything in particular.
Yeah. Let me hold on. Let me check something. Is the motor sitting? You know what? Screw it. We're going to try it again. Like I said, if the disk gets trashed, the disk gets trashed. Alright, and we're going to put it in.
Yep, there it goes again.
No, is the drive spinning?
Yeah, it's spinning.
It's spinning. It's spinning. It's spinning. I'm spinning. I'm spinning. I might have the... Okay, sorry. I know this is not the greatest content. I'm suffering.
Oh no, this is the best content. We have software failure and hardware failure reacting at the same time. All we need is a policy failure, and we have truly made a Ghidra.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
When do we ask the chat to press F for?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're...
Sound gets in my teeth.
Okay, so now we've gone... There's our policy failure.
Yeah, I guess so.
Dentist drill.
Let me just close the drive door. I don't hear anything. So what is it doing? I'm deeply confused. Okay, let me just run it with no disk.
Do you have a head cleaning disc by chance?
No, I don't.
We're gonna clean the head.
But I've got Q-tips and alcohol.
Okay.
We're gonna clean the head with.
The problem is that I'd have to either disconnect a Molex connector without shutting down, or we'd have to shut the stream down so I can turn off my desktop.
Let me see. Where is it?
Drive is right there.
Okay. And it's connected.
It's connected.
You can disconnect a Molex connector with the system running.
Yeah, it's the plugging back in part I'm a little worried about because I've already magic smoked something. Okay, so let me think about this. right. Let me see. Let me close the drive door. No index. Let me just re-dump the reference disk I got. This is a handmade copy of MS-DOS 5. That's the other one.
That's the reference disk with no markings on the.
Yeah, no markings. This was sent to me with the drive to confirm it survived shipping. I did already dump this.
Okay.
So I do have a known dump of this, and I got a good dump.
Okay.
So let's see if the drive has died on me. Well, why is it spinning?
Knocking on the door. What the fuck?
Something is not in a good state.
Making a high pitched skittering noise.
I don't hear that.
I mean, when you have the drive door closed.
Well, it's the disk is spinning.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just try reading this. How many people does it take to read a disk? That stopped. All right, let's see if the drive has died on me. Because I'm going to be really annoyed because then we'll be up to 3 dead floppy drives.
You have the other 2 dead ones around?
One works but is low density only. The other one I have is having alignment issues.
Bring out your dead.
Okay, let's bring the corpses out. Okay. This works, but not what we need.
Only thing that almost equals the size of the Google graveyard.
This is the low density one. This works. Okay. That means the other one. So this one was in bad shape when I got it. I've got it partially working, but the heads are not aligned correctly.
Right. You might want to show these on camera.
So, yeah. So this is the one that I bought. I haven't shown this drive on camera. It's got alignment issues. For people that follow me on Twitter, you have seen this drive. I tried disassembling it. The drive sensor head is connected to the lower board because I thought it might have blown a cap. And it turns out that the index sensor was so gunked up, when I took the Q-tip off it, it was pitch black. But without an oscilloscope, I can't align it correctly. And I don't have an alignment disc. Supposedly, you can do it with a normal 5 1/4 mastered floppy disk. But you have to do it while the disk is plugged in, with the voltage right there. And on that drive, you literally have to position the PCBs. It's not trivial. What I need is a spare AT power supply I can have here on the bench to work with it.
Just a power supply.
I just need something with a Molex adapter.
I think I might have one at home. Like a literal.
Be gone with you.
Yeah, but no.
Beam yourself up now.
It's literally just an IEC 3-prong plug into a brick and then a Molex connector on the other.
That would actually be really useful, especially if you also have a Berg adapter.
What's a Berg adapter?
That one.
Oh, that one. I don't have that.
I actually thought you said burp adapter.
Can you hit him? Because. Okay, you can play with that. He's gonna play with his floppy, folks.
Oh.
You say I'm awful.
Right.
I have the service manual for that drive.
Well, of course it's floppy. It doesn't read.
You notice that the whole time we've been speaking, the drive has been imaging and we're not hearing it.
Yeah. That's a good sign.
Yes, but it's not a good prognosis for these Windows disks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that read without issue.
Okay.
So, well, let me rephrase that. It read without making any interesting noises.
Yeah, let's see the maps.
Let's see if the reference disk actually referenced. What's funny is back in the day, we wouldn't even care. We'd just try another disk. But, now that these things have become valuable, it's like, my God, must not touch. Oh, that's a bad sign.
Okay.
Oops. That's a bad sign.
All right, then. So, drive went bork.
Drive went bork.
Bork.
All right.
2 angry red eyes. At least Microsoft is consistent with these red ring failures.
God damn it. Gah! You know what probably happened, and I'm almost certain? It probably blew a capacitor.
Oh, that could could be it.
Well, because it's probably this drive hasn't been high mileage in a long time,
Oh, yeah.
and I've been reading discs with it all night,
Yeah, that could do it.
and I'm guessing the cap. That, yeah. Neozid, why do you say no? So, folks, can I get some F's in chat? Because,
F's in chat. F's to pay your respects. It's a gamer meme.
Yes, that's the...
yeah, no, I'm happy this isn't a Vines disc either. I really am. God damn it. How did that... Apparently, there's a few sectors it actually managed to read. It managed to read 135 sectors.
Oh.
This was working fine earlier tonight. It looks like it only got part of it. I mean, it actually did read some data. And then a lot of garbage. Okay, so we've got plenty of F's in chat. Well, this has not gone to plan.
Yeah.
So it's a HACK-ALT-NCOMMANDER show.
God damn it. Okay. That I am really happy that wasn't a Vines disc in there. I don't think it's trashed the disc.
It just can't read it for shit.
Yeah. It's possible resetting the drive will fix it, but that requires me to unplug and plug it back in. I really don't want to play with a Molex adapter.
I had a thought. You know where you might be able to find a 5 1/4 inch floppy disk? Gameland.
Oh, they might have one actually.
Yeah.
There's a retro game place.
That accepts crypto.
Really?
Yes, they have a
a-
crypto ATM machine.
Yeah.
It's the closest one here.
and
Can I? All right, Crypto Baron. Can I have some bitcoins?
I have some
fight me.
Ethereum.
I want actual something useful.
We have like.
Yeah, you should have me on Crypto Baron so you can hear me rant about. Okay, folks.
We'll do a crossover.
This hasn't gone to plan. Yeah, I think we've literally smoked hardware on camera. I think this is a HACK-ALT-NCOMMANDER first. I think the magic smoke escaped.
For all the feds on the stream, that's not what that means.
So I guess the factory manual you have would
It has the oscilloscope readings and the test points on the board.
and I would say what these jumpers do.
Yes.
So what you're saying basically is that incense didn't work.
Yeah. The point of the incense was to put the magic smoke back in the drive.
Question: what kind of frequencies would we be looking at through this scope? Like max?
It's not much.
Okay.
We could probably do it if we could have it here on the
Sound card.
bench. Huh?
With a sound card.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it's 5 volts, right?
No, it could be 12 because that would be the drive motor.
Well, you're not hooking the drive motor up. You're hooking the drive electronics up, right?
It could still be 12 volt though, because it's from the era when that would have been that could be NMOS chips.
But we have a not an oscilloscope, a voltmeter.
Oh, that's true. Well, failing the voltmeter, we'll just have Jack lick the contacts.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
12. Yep.
Well, he was in the army. He should be able to do
You just
that.
gave me an idea for our next charity
Oh, jeez.
Oh crap!
run.
Wait, did I actually do the charity run? No, we haven't done that yet.
No, we're planning to do it in October for Halloween. Both of us. It'll be fun.
You know, guys. All right. So, what we've learned here is,
I'm bad luck.
yeah, pretty much.
It could be me. I mean,
Well, that's true. The drive was working before you came here.
yeah.
I don't know what to do right now.
Brought the Brooklyn War.
Because it's not like I planned for a drive failure on camera. And the really annoying part is the drive is reading and responding to commands. If it wasn't, this would error out because it knows how to read and write flux commands to the drive. So if the board electronics had completely packed up, it would basically be... It's possible the drive head's not moving freely. It's possible it's seized. I mean, I could lubricate it right now.
Uh-huh.
What?
Side pocket.
It's white lithium. He'll break out in handcuffs.
be watching as a first in commander.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the chat here. I'm sort of at the point where I kind of just want to throw a game up. I don't want to end the stream because we've only been on air for an hour and 40 minutes. So, do you want to see me die horribly playing Stellaris, or do we want to do something else?
Aren't you gonna dump vines? Or?
Well, now the floppy drive is gone.
Gotcha.
I don't want to try using a questionable floppy disk on one-of-a-kind media.
I know everyone's been kind of asking this. He's not going to throw something at me. Is that he walked right into that. The that about the Windows XP source leak.
I'm not touching that because of taint issues. Yeah.
Taint issues?
Basically, if you touch proprietary source code, it causes what's called illegal taint because you can't prove that anything past that.
Oh, okay.
This has been a problem for me in my career for stuff I've legally had access to confidential information. Let's just say that some hardware manufacturers are really, really insistent that you don't know what's behind their NDAs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
okay. I just never heard that term being used, so that's interesting.
It was a big issue with React OS.
Yeah.
When that happened, when the NT4 source code.
Right. Yeah.
So I can follow the news on Twitter because of what's known as the Chinese wall. That's how IBM. That's how Compact. Yes, Compact used to make computer products. Good computer products.
If you take 4 Chinese walls, does that make a Chinese room?
China.
Sorry, I had to break the 4th wall, you know?
We don't have a 4th wall on HACK-ALT-NCOMMANDER. You can see my desk. We have 1, 2. We have 2 walls because this is all we can afford here.
That's our budget.
Instead of compiling with wall, you should just compile with where.
This is what we do for your entertainment, folks.
I'm sorry.
It's playing the music. Can we at least talk about like what happened? Like basically that the source code got leaked.
Yeah, well, you can talk about it. We just can't look at the source code.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
So
like,
if 2020 has been, so let's change this. So
it's been a year of leaks.
No kidding.
Everything.
So I just noticed that on the webcam, you have Searcell in the corner playing with a floppy disk, a Diet Coke bottle, and me.
I'm the Diet Coke bottle.
Oh, and there's... I don't know if you're picking them up on... I don't know. My life used to make sense.
I think that was everyone's life at the end of 2019.
Well, you know, we're going to be referring to this as the BC... Oh, I thought that was fire.
No.
I see a...
Prepare your floppy disk.
I guess it's a bit warmer of a light than most flashlights, I guess.
Well, I'm sorry. I turned my head and I see the sun coming out of your cell phone.
Yeah, that's just how it goes.
Help, folks.
We're gonna get like killed by the AI trackers. Yeah, as many source code leaks. I'll say this: it's finally one that was not from Nintendo.
Yeah, I will. That is in fact true.
Although
That
how funny would it be if they actually did have that on the Nintendo servers?
But I think I can actually see your alignment issue here.
okay.
Oh,
Like, physically.
does it show it on camera?
It would be very difficult. I could probably get it on my camera and like...
What do you want? Well, do we
Oh.
want to try and fix the alignment? If you can
Shit.
actually, this might be doable with 2 people. Hold on, I've got screwdrivers. That's a standard Phillips.
Actually, awesome. You know what I can do? Hold on.
Uh-huh.
To be able to do this, you can put browser stuff on there, right?
Yes.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me
Oh,
go to
he's gonna
settings.
stream his camera up here.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it's close up.
guys, I only have 10 megabits upstream. This is
Yeah.
not going to end well.
Oh, okay.
I recommend not doing that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, question.
Okay.
So, you can see inside the drive there's a black line that runs around. That's the actual reader, right?
Yes.
There's a white square and the black line goes around.
Yeah.
So should the black line on the
No,
bottom
they should
head
not
be
be directly on top of each other.
No. But the squares, should they be?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't take good pictures before the drive was disassembled.
Well, regardless, the thing
It's
is,
fairly out of whack because when I don't know if I kept a copy of it.
the head on the top is off by like 15 degrees off kilter.
The top one shouldn't be. It would be the
They
bottom
should be
one that would
parallel,
be.
right?
Yeah, they should be parallel. Let me see this.
Welcome to
Yeah.
DEFCON 201.
Yeah.
It's like if Geek Squad actually knew about technology.
Can I your light?
And in a minute, I'm gonna go and check my clues.
Yep.
I assume they're down.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is. How did that
Did you
happen?
find Jimmy Hoffa? What's going on?
Yeah, how did that happen? That is like, it's like someone took a hammer to that thing.
Yeah. Probably got smashed in the post.
Quite possible. Oh, no, yeah, actually, it wasn't all that well. Oh, hold on. But the thing is, neither head is reading well. Like, if it was just the top head, but the top head.
Well,
But although the top part may have the zeros.
if either head is off kilter, it's not going to track. So both heads will wind up having a line.
Oh yeah, hold on. If you actually close the drive head and hold it like this, you can actually see. For people, this probably won't show up well on the camera, but this is the drive that I was having issues with. Yeah, this definitely is not a happy drive.
If it is possible to stream like my camera to your computer somehow, like what Sidpeockt was recommending.
Well, we could try. I don't know
This
how.
thing has a microscopic lens on it, so I could zoom in and actually.
Here, just try it. If I start dropping a lot of frames, I'll know.
All right.
Cam on live. CA.
So apparently, I'm using only 3 megabits.
There's no ads. It's very small. So what you do is you go to the settings information and you read in the second URL.
Yeah.
And that's the one that will actually stream.
Do I have
the
to be
browser.
on the local Wi-Fi?
No.
Oh.
As long as it connects to the internet, anyone can pick it up. from
This
that.
is so efficient.
Yeah. This is actually how I do all the close-ups for Master of Unlocking, because
Oh,
my
okay.
camera has a close-up. That other cam I switch to, when I hold it up and it focuses, like that's what happens.
I don't know how well your voice is being picked up on the stream.
No, that's fine. I'm actually gonna run away for a minute in order to check on my clues. Air my dirty laundry.
I don't know what to make of this. I mean, we blew out a floppy drive, and I think my brain went with it.
That would help.
The Master of Unlocking is having trouble with a deadbolt.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's as old as Neo.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I have no good way to adjust the drive while it's reading to see if it's actually tracking.
30 FPS should be fine enough. I'll bump this up to 500 kilobit video.
Like, at this point, my brain has... This has broken my brain. All right, folks. Also, I'm out of focus. I'm in focus. I am open to suggestions of what to cover right now. I mean, we can continue trying to disassemble this. Which, you know, is not the worst idea in the world. Let me bring the desktop back. Let's see here. Because this is not disassembling correctly. But...
Do you have Wi-Fi set up?
Yeah, I do have Wi-Fi set up. Do you need the guest network or do you need the actual local net?
Whatever's local access to your computer. So, because I have a 192.168. Yeah, I'll hand it to you. Here's a Wi-Fi setup.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. I don't want to put my password
Of course.
on stream.
It's QWEASD.
It's the same password as on my luggage. It's only funny because it's true.
Oh, God.
I'm hoping... Nope, that's apparently I don't remember the actual password.
Oops.
Alright, I gotta turn the video off, just because I have to go into my router. I have to find the settings to find the password, because, you know, we live in the future and everything has to be hard. and I don't want to hit the QPS button.
You have WPS turned off, right?
I hope I have it turned off.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay, let's go into wireless.
I've never seen these so clean.
Nice.
That doesn't sound right, man. Okay. You gotta put your pen. Okay. This has gone well. This is okay. Everything is fine.
Yeah, we're getting the can thing.
Okay. I can actually supervise that since I'm used to it.
Well, he's just putting in the Wi-Fi details for my phone.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that way it doesn't kill you.
Okay. Alright, so what IP is it on? Let me just see here.
You have to be, but
The app actually tells you what the app.
Oh, 140. Okay, so use the app, and then I will... We live in the future where a phone can run a web server.
no, I actually said that when Johnny asked us for streaming on stream.
So-
I'm like, hi, we remember when these used to be science fiction.
Okay, so open a browser to 140 port 8080.
140, 168, 140, 8080.
That should be it.
Oh, look. Hey, look.
For the
That's
browser one,
that's
make
weird.
sure
I can
you
see the
use
back of my
second
head.
one.
What's that?
Go in to the URLs again.
Oh, fuck, there's an ad.
You
Really?
swipe the wrong thing. It doesn't have ads.
Well,
So
that-
now we're looking at my
that's
floor.
fucking ads. Yeah.
The wall.
I've never had ads on that ever.
Well, your thing has a fucking ad, and I can't fucking X. the
Well, it's
stupid
still working.
I know, but I have to get back to the settings because he's got something that needs to be done.
Well, what needs to be done? I've got a lot of control here.
That's so weird.
X.
Oh.
Now there's light.
No, I'm doing that.
Oh.
That's why I told him to use the other URL. For one, it's less intrusive. It only captures the stream itself. And two, prioritize the browser.
I've apparently taken control
I've
of.
completely locked up this ad. There's no way to X.
Can you
stupid
do
ads.
your menu and kill it?
You know what?
Basically restart it again.
Oh wow, that's interesting. I can I got all sorts of sensors from your phone.
That's what I mean. That's why I told him to give the one.
You know, I don't want to click the map icon because I might dox myself on camera.
Yeah, don't.
Okay, so that's motion.
There's a specific URL that you'll be able to type into OBS as a browser.
I can't because this is Linux.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The instructions that I told you on how to stream and how I do it, that was very much a case of do as I say, not as I do.
Okay. Gotcha. That makes sense.
But you can apparently make it use it as a standard webcam.
Can you?
Neat.
Shit, can you run media stuff? Because there's another URL. It's just gonna run slower.
Not easily.
Okay.
This is fine. This is good enough.
Okay.
This is good enough.
Okay. You're able to
Oh, there we go.
browser.
Full screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get it off my floor.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're looking at...
Right now. There it goes. Holy shit, that was an ordeal. I had to connect the stupid mouse to the phone to click the tiny X button in the top corner of the stupid ad.
is that mine's is completely adless.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me your app, like
Okay.
the APK file.
Okay.
'Cause holy
I'm
crap.
just kind of watching the back of my head here, folks.
Yeah, I'm
Literally watching the back of my head.
I need
You
to
can actually go into
settings
infinity. Yeah.
because okay, here you go. Put whatever setting you need. And now
The-
it's pointing at the floor again.
Yeah, I know.
Trying to.
I'm just finding it interesting. I'm literally... And now I know he's directly behind me.
Where is the drive?
It's right there.
Okay. Because that's the thing. He's like, he can't do this as either element. So since he has a full screen, can they see this or?
Yeah, they can see
Yeah,
this.
that's
Oh,
just do it as is. Yeah.
Cool.
Because if you had a different setup, there's a way to embed it either as a browser element or a media element.
Okay.
But
Then
like,
Okay.
apparently that's not going to
Yep.
work because
Okay.
of Linux.
Here's
so.
your camera.
Later
Okay.
on, we can try and
Oh,
experiment.
that's neat.
Yes, yes. Later on, we can try and experiment to see if it works as a browser element.
So,
So,
you
yeah.
wanted to catch the drive head.
Yeah. So I want to show what Siricel was able to spot. Let's see here.
Sounds like
So this is a high density
fell down the stairs.
teak drive, and if we, okay, that's not gonna help the alignment, but you can see here is the upper drive head. If we move the cursor back and forth, you can see that the head is right there in the center. If my mouse cursor is showing up on screen, you'd be able to see it. Now, if we get a little lower, it'd be nice if it would focus.
I think you can fix the focus from the browser.
I can zoom in if I can get my thumb out. Okay, you know, I can just zoom in like this from a point where it does zoom in. So we look here, we can see the drive. It's okay, that's not working well. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out.
Do you want me to hold the camera?
This is really surreal because okay, let's see. So you can see the drive heads, and again, it's not focusing. Oh, there we go. There we go.
I guess it's click the focus.
Possibly. So up here is the upper drive head, there's the lower, and if you look carefully when the drive head is closed, it's a little hard to do this.
Okay, then.
You can see it's not super well showing up on camera, but
Do you need a light?
no, it's the angle. You can see that the top one looks like it's bent in the wrong way. I'm hoping this is coming across. I can't see the chat while this is up, so what I'm guessing, and if you look directly looking down, you can see that the top piece doesn't look like it's dead center. It looks like it's been bent. Where my finger is. So it's possibly been damaged at some point in its life. The drive was not marked as, I can't remember if it was sold as tested or not tested. It partially worked, but it wasn't reading reliably when I got it. So I don't know what to make of that. So yeah, if we hold it from this angle, all right, let's pull this up. Let's bring the chat. So I'm pretty sure if we got the screwdrivers out, disassembled it like right here in places. All right, let's get some light here. It's really weird that I can control the light with my thing. All right, how do I?
To be a remote IP.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see the head at the bottom.
Yeah, you can see the bomb header. So let's get that.
They must have updated the ads and mine's is on the front line and it says it's updated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rip your APK, please.
They also might actually have it on the APK site.
Yeah.
I don't like
You
downloading from APK
you can see the heads
in general.
are not properly aligned. If that's probably about the best I can do with this camera. Let me get the drive a little closer. Don't you need a rooted phone to do that?
No, not really.
Okay. So, yeah, you can see the damage here. I should probably use this when I do recording. I'm going to have to probably get the premium version of this app, but this is actually not a bad way of showing close-ups of various things. Neat. All right, anyway, I think that covers that.
I don't know if that is one. I think it's just now just like that.
Unless you have ad block installed on your phone.
That could be it. I also do have an older version, but I don't think I've been running blockade so.
Alright.
Okay. So basically, let's bring up Gearda again. So if we look at the form virus, it starts with a pop DI. Why would you pop DI? I mean, this boot code to me makes no sense, which makes me think it's gibberish.
Popping zero.
Well, this is assuming that this is the viral boot sector. I mean, I could just write this to a disk and try and boot it, and we can see what happens. But it's missing. If we look at the bytes, it's missing the 55AA. That should be, and it's also missing part of the FAT relocation table, which makes me think that this needs to have something else there. Let's see here. Can I disassemble more of this? Like, this looks like it's from a different binary. Which is possible, because now I'm just more confused than anything else. Because here we have the form virus. Let me see if there's any segment loads.
Good to know now.
Let's see here, so. I mean, here, this looks like almost code entry, because that's pushing every register. I mean, that looks like a function. But that doesn't. Because it would pop here, it would test, jump if not 0. Yeah, none of this looks valid. I mean, that's a ret statement. This should never return. An STC sets interrupts. So this, I mean, this all looks like gibberish to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what I'm looking at, except I don't think if it is a disassembly from a binary, because I mean it does look like valid x86 code of some sort, but it looks like it's part of a different binary, which it entirely could be.
So you think something could be just jumping?
I'm thinking an AV virus. I think if there was a virus on this disk, the antivirus was lazy.
Yeah.
And probably
Nulled it, but didn't completely remove it.
Well, I see this batch of nulls right here.
Mm-hmm.
The Microsoft antivirus tool says that the virus should be 512 bytes in general, boot record.
Yeah.
Which is correct. And if we look at this string, I don't know, it makes me think, unless this is the starting area is in the wrong place. Because, see, this looks like a standard Microsoft boot sector right here. Because you are, not there, right here.
So I had a thought.
Because we actually have a valid one right here.
The BIOS copies this all into a standard location in memory, right?
Segment 7C00, yes.
Yeah. Could it be possible that something was loaded in immediately before it, and it's executing and falling through to that?
Piers, can the mic pick him up?
I don't know. Can people hear Ciricel? So to reframe, he's basically asking, could this get loaded then fall through to somewhere else? And the answer is maybe if you looped back into the kernel, into the BIOS boot mechanism, I could see you doing that, but it's questionable. That'd be very specific on how the BIOS worked.
You were saying there was an int19 somewhere in there?
Well, that would be the known good one that we've looked at. We had an int19. This is the Microsoft standard boot sector. Because the Microsoft one starts with a jump, an freebie 9C, and then it turns interrupts off. It sets up a whole bunch of registers, including the stack pointer. It does a whole bunch of setup, and then it basically just prints that this is a non-system disk. I think it tries to load a file first, maybe, or looks for something. See here, io.sys.
I'm gonna go plug in my battery charge.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to go through this line by line to really, or look at the oak, understand it. I know that the DAWS 2.0, source code that Microsoft put under an MIT license has the boot sector, but that was 2.0. This is something different. Yeah, I'm sorry. My brain is...
I miss these HACK-ALT-NCOMMANDER where your brain just turns to mush over time.
Yeah, well, hold on. The OS2 Museum recently did an article about what is about a valid boot sector. So let's take a look at this. So the check signature, it has to start with the bytes 6, 9 are yeah. So it has to start.
That sounds like insurance.
But 6, 9 hex 06 E9 is not a valid x86 opcode. E9 is a DOS 2.0 jump, and then a short jump is EB, and EB is what we see. Blah 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 blah. Blarg. Holy cow! My brain just decided.
Another topic. I find it odd that me and Commander are blue shirts and you have an orange shirt.
He's a colorblind red team.
The orange team for Halloween.
Yeah.
Sack.
My brain just. Holy cow! My brain just seized up.
So it seems like the physical hardware problems of this reader is happening to your brain as well.
Maybe the drive is reading just fine. I just can't process the information anymore.
Maybe that's how the virus works. Is that it convinces it's some old lowly computer virus, but its job is not to infect the VM.
It's all Snow Crash.
It's to infect your brain by looking at the code.
Yeah, all Snow Crash. Yeah. So according to the MS-DOS Oak, and this article, it has to start for a boot sector might start with 6.9 and hex or a few other ones.
I also want to mention that if you want to see NCommander torture himself in the future, as well as the other shows we have in our upcoming meeting, you can hit follow, share, like, or subscribe on Twitch, D-Live, or YouTube to catch all of our future content, which I believe, I don't know if there's anything.
Probably not picking your voice up.
No, I think the show's, you're the only show this week, I think.
Well, that's unfortunate. We need more content, damn it! Get
Well,
Jack in front of the camera.
One, Sarasilla eventually, and two is also, there's the 2600 meeting this Friday.
Are we going to have Lisp with Cyracel? Wow, that was a... what? You're not going to show us the Lisp programming language?
I don't know. I've got other things planned. I don't have a good place to set up video.
Cyracel, I've gotten a lot of other things planned.
I don't... Listen, I don't have anything to set up video streaming content. I don't have anything.
We're working on that.
And
okay.
What I do plan on working on is not streaming format. So
That's fair.
And I don't think it's even DEFCON 201 format.
All right.
So
Guys, I think as an... I just realized we've been on... I haven't even been showing my browser. I think at this point, I think we're going to call it for the night, because obviously my brain is kind of spinning.
Question,
I'm kinda sleepy myself.
unless you're super fried, do you want to play like one round of solitaire to end the stream?
I could
It
do
might
a round.
calm your brain down a bit.
I could do a round of solitaire. We can do
I
solitaire.
think that's literally the HACK-ALT-NCOMMANDER tradition at this point. is to-
I was planning on playing Stellaris, but
Does Windows
I mean, you
3.0
could
have
too.
Sol.exe?
no, it was added in 3.1.
Okay.
Or, sorry, FreeZip. Because
Wow.
FreeZip was, that's only 1990.
I know, but still, that's something I haven't heard in a while.
We've shown it on HACK-ALT-NCOMMANDER. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so where do I have a functional copy of... Am I going to have to install Windows to... I should have one VM with Windows installed on it already.
I can boot Windows
See.
98 on
I've got a whole bunch of Windows 1. Let me
Yeah,
just...
we don't have like competitive stuff.
What do we want to work with? Let's go with Windows NT for a little variety, because I don't think... Okay, that failed to load. Oh, frack me. AMD-V has been disabled in the BIOS.
Oh, really?
I installed a BIOS upgrade today.
That would do it.
That would do it. I can't run my virtual machines, but I can run full emulation. So
I
we're...
can just hand you my laptop. It's
I need it to be streamed.
Yeah, it needs to be shown.
It needs to be shown. There is a method to this madness.
One of these days I'm going to show up with a pack of cards so NCommander can play like IRL solitaire.
Let's see here. What do I have? I've got an NT35.
Or Spider Hearts.
Does this one even work? I don't even remember building this machine.
Bill.
Boot! Boot! Oh god, it's a buzz logic. What was I doing? I was probably on drugs. Well, no, not really.
Go home, you're drunk.
No ROM basic system halted. Look at that font.
Oh man.
Okay, so that VM has obviously got problems. SLS Linux I know is not there.
I mean, you can play whatever game. I just know that you seem to relax a lot more with solitaire. So that's why.
The problem is I don't think I've got Solitaire, and I don't think I've got a working copy of Windows anywhere. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna be a working copy of
That makes
Windows.
Jack happy.
Well, we tried to dump it and we couldn't dump it.
Oh god, that literally is that meme, bro. Not having a
Wait a minute, I just had an idea.
having a working copy of Windows somewhere.
I just had an idea. We can play Solitaire for Windows under OS 2 with Willow.
Oh god.
That could work.
All right, you know what? Screw it. I need to do something mind screwy. So let's find the Willow. You know, this is all right. We're not going to end the stream just yet. We are going to find Willow OS 2. These were the window libraries for. Oh, apparently I've already got one download. Why does it keep saying it can't be downloaded securely? Or is this just Google Chrome has gone more?
Being Google Chrome.
Yeah, have they gone stupider? All right, so I have to.
Be doing that just because whatever you're downloading isn't in HTTPS or DOH or something stupid like that.
It's possible. All right, so I need to mount my OS2 hard drive. So let's run kpartx AV. I've got IBM. Let's go with IBM. Yeah, no, we can go with IBM OS2. Mount dev mapper loop
And know
20.
I will raid a Twitch stream for you.
Can you actually get into raid?
Yes. Yeah, thanks, sir. So I have access to that.
He has both. You have control of both the vertical and the horizontal.
Yes. So we ever make a dating profile for you? That's something we should put down.
Okay.
Under like specialty skills, you can control the vertical and horizontal.
Right.
Okay, so apparently I do. Oh, there it is. Okay, so downloads Willow.
No, it's the movie.
Okay, so apparently, okay, that sort of works, I guess. Screw it, it's fine. This is fine. Everything is fine.
Fires erupts and commanders in a dog costume.
Actually, you know, I should have backed up my hard drive before I did this. We can still back up the hard drive. I just have to make a copy of it.
Today on HACK-ALT-NCOMMANDER, we have learned to listen to Neoseed in the beginning of the live stream.
Well, but we're backing up a different one. All right, let's start OS2 1 point. Okay,
I
why?
think Cyricel just found his wife.
All right, non-system disk eject. Okay, there we go. OS2 is booting up. Let me fix the camera so we can see what I am doing.
There we go.
That didn't quite work.
That's a GUI right there.
That is in fact a GUI. We are going to look at that GUI. Assuming... Hey, there we go.
I'm just realizing I haven't seen OS2. What is that?
1.1.2. So if we go here, I'm going to show you something really cursed. And this version has so many race condition issues that if I run it on anything faster than a 3A6 without patching, it goes belly up.
So our
It traps.
Yeah.
So you're talking about our government.
I'm talking about our government.
Has so many race issues.
Oh!
That it will crash if you try to do anything with it. I also do like bar mitzvahs, funerals.
I think it just I think this is an indication of the single event queue in OS2 having issues.
We entered sludge.
We crashed OS2.
We've
Nice.
So we've entered Sludginger's.
I want to go home. Wait, I am home. I need an adult. Okay.
Don't look at us.
All right, fine. Do an
Who's
all
me?
do an all control delete, and then switch back to the other VM.
I think that's why the VMs you spun up.
I don't want to know. At this point, Yes. All right. File manager. Just because you said I had to play solitaire, then I decided to get clever.
Yeah.
Because this version of OS 2 doesn't come with Windows. We're going to use Willow. And you're going to see why this is so incredibly cursed in a moment. We want to open it like that. Oh, it's one of those stupid things.
So you're saying is we're essentially running a VM in a VM.
Yeah, pretty much. And every time I change the resolution, the OBS freaks out a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So CD Willow setup. So how do I do this? So setup. Wow, that is a interesting.
I didn't see anything.
That's how I feel. Do I have the subset command here? Subset Willow.
Just in case I put this next to you.
Or is this? No, it's assign. Help assign. Well, okay, you know that it did give me help. You know, I will give that.
Give me help.
It wasn't the type of help I was expecting, but it does count. It's help because I need to assign. Because
What is this?
Z C Willow. Why is this having issues? What is there something more here? There's sign drive path.
Not showing you. It's horrible.
Let's see here. Assigns the drive layer to a different drive. Oh, that's okay. So maybe it's subset I need because I need to make this onto a floppy disk. This is like such a useless.
He's so broken he doesn't know if it's useful or useless.
NCommander.exe has crashed.
Useful. Stop. He's been caught in a boot loop.
All right, let's just try this.
Kellogg's boot
Applets, Willow. Oh, here we go. Maybe. Nope, can't find specified. No, end program. Oh, I'm on the wrong window because fracking OBS is on drunk. OBS, go home. You're drunk. All right, if I close this one, will you go to the other one? Hey, you did. Okay, there we go. All right. I guess I need to put you on a floppy disk. I don't want to put you on a floppy disk. You're gonna. I'm sorry. I'm having one of those nights. All right. Let's put the scan disk
I
in.
think we've all been having those nights, either very minimum starting in March and definitely.
Okay. So let me see if I can format this.
May of 2016.
Okay. It's formatting? It is formatting.
It's taken a while, but it is.
Well, it's a 386.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
I'm probably using like 75% of a processor core to emulate a 386, but it is a 386. All right, because this is one of those pieces of stupid software that you have to put the actual things on a floppy disk to install them properly. So, and he wants to see me play solitaire, so we're gonna play solitaire, and I'm going to go something.
We'll peter out. We'll talk. About
I think we petered out.
The Peter Rabbit is more accurate.
But I'm going to be showing you, but I want to show something appropriately cursed.
Okay.
And that's why that we're doing this.
I don't know if you can match the weird furry meme I just saw on my phone, but you can try.
Well, I don't think you're going to think it's cursed, but Sircel will think it's cursed.
That's good enough. I accept.
I accept your reality. Alright.
Substitute.
Do I have Xcopy? I do have Xcopy. I didn't realize that was from OS 2 originally.
Learn something new every day.
Source files are being read. I guess it took... Yeah, well, you know, that worked.
We finally got something to work.
We got something to work, folks!
We now cursed it.
Alright. The wheels on the floppy disk. Hey, at least with an emulated floppy disk, I can't magic smoke it.
I'm looking at the live streams we're following that's on right now, and Grumpy Hackers is streaming with the title, "My implant is written in COBOL." I don't know if we want to know.
In procedure.
Well, it is human readable.
What Johnny X was doing? We're tearing down an ancient laptop until there's nothing left. What spoopy nonsense will we find inside?
Oh, jeez.
I don't know what channel they're in. There's actually a lot of hackers streaming right now. Vi streaming.
Vi streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, we should raid Vi. Oh, no wonder I have no one in my chat.
Half the time we normally do.
Oh, Vi is interesting. Well, Vi is fun.
Yes, he's taking a break right now, so I'll host him later when he's actually on the stream.
Okay. Let's see here. We're still waiting for things to be copied to a floppy disk so they can be copied back to the hard disk. Okay, we're done.
It's done. I was just about to say, yeah.
Alright, so setup AC applets. Nope, that did not work. Okay, these Windows applets have been relinked to run with Windows libraries for OS/2 Willow. Demonstration purposes only. That's fine. Oh, okay. I see how you do this. So let's go to the applets folder.
Famous last hacker words. Grumpy hackers.
Nope, this is still having problems. Work, damn you. Please. I beg of you.
Fuck, damn you.
Crack, damn you. Are you going to make, like, literally have to make me go in... Why is this having so many problems? Why?
Then the show would be really boring.
Decomp. Okay.
Small snack there.
Okay. Alright, LS doesn't work. This isn't Linux. Okay, so if I go C, I go to Willow, and I type setup. Why do I get a different thingamajiggy? Let's see here. Okay, let me just try this and see if this works. I don't... Okay, apparently that does work. Why does that work? That doesn't make sense why that works. Okay, it's installing. I'm not going to think about it much harder.
Okay.
If he gets this to run at Soltar, press W in chat.
Well, it's copying stuff. It's doing things. And then I get to show Cell something truly cursed.
Cool.
Because you know that this version of OS2 has no native Windows support, right?
So, Willow is...
The Win16 API for OS2.
Okay. So Windows on OS2, the later versions...
Is the full Windows
is
in virtual...
just Windows, and it's running in v86 mode, I guess?
No, there's actual changes to have it work with the OS2 kernel. This turns Windows applications into presentation mode, presentation manager applications.
Oh, so it's like a shim for...
It's wine.
GDI.
No, it's wine. It's Microsoft Wine for OS2.
Prototype one,
Microsoft
basically. Yeah.
Wine for OS2.
Yes.
That's three
So it's
concepts that don't mix.
So it's basically a really crappy Chardonnay.
Well, hold on. This is where I blow his mind. Okay. Let's
So we're rubbing
Holy-
lube on the heads while we blow sewer cell.
This is a PG rated
which one do we which application do I show? Oh, yeah, let's go with this one first.
Okay.
And I think it crashed.
Is there like a hard drive indicator activity?
Yeah, actually there is. So let's see here. Yeah, no, it crashed.
Well,
So the problem with OS2 is that despite being a protected mode operating system, if Presentation Manager for any reason decides that it doesn't like you or the color of your dog, the single input queue will completely go shit. It took the hard drive with it.
Wait, what happened?
It took the hard. It took it. The hard.
Wow.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait, that may be the non-DAWs file because I may have had a floppy disk in.
Did we accidentally have hacked? Did we accidentally have
Hold on. Let's eject all the floppy disks.
That might have been it.
Apparently, OS2 uses a different boot sector. Yay! Look at boots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Doesn't even have a graphical boot string.
Nope. That would come later.
Yeah, I think OS2 2.0 had the colored.
Yeah, it did.
circle ones. Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to actually hack an X screensaver.
Let's see here.
Hack in order to make an OS2.
So, okay, it crashed again.
Okay.
Okay.
It won't let me play Solitaire. I might have to use a newer version of OS2. Actually, I probably do need to use a newer version of OS2 now that I think about it. Because, well, I've got a newer version of OS2, so let's go use it. The reason I say that is that there were two versions of Willow released to the public. One for, what was it? One, a 0.9 and a 1.0. And this is the 1.0 release, which might need OS2 1.3 and not just 1.2. So let's just try, for the sake of, the sake of completion, because this is Microsoft 1.3. Okay. So copy a setup command here. Setup C applets A. That's fine. It's possible.
Bring your own beer. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Why is this having so many problems?
Hacking to just play Solitaire.
This is fine. Everything is fine. Alright, let's try this again. Why can't it find the specified path? There's nothing. The path is there. You can see it. The golden path is all there. And of course.
Wait, you're just figuring out now that the path only works half the time?
No, you've never read Dune, have you?
No, I have. I will always think of, hi, friend. I just landed.
Yeah, I saw the fly.
Is that no? It's just I'll never ignore an opportunity to make a path joke, which is our transit system here.
It's a sad.
It's sad.
Yeah, you give me a better description. I'll give you 33 minutes. You give me the world.
But we've been on for at least 3 hours.
Oh no, it's 60 minutes. Yeah.
I know. I get the reference. I'm just making it.
No, I just realized it was 60 minutes though, and I think I accidentally a file.
You accidentally.
I think I actually think I accidentally a file. Because there should be an additional file on this floppy disk that isn't on this floppy disk. Okay. This is fine. This is all fine. Source. Alright. This is... Okay, so what we need to do... Okay. Sudo unzip mcast default Willow.
Why does it seem to have handcuffs on?
What?
Ignore me.
Alright. All this to just try and... All this to play
Just like
solitaire.
Solitaire, yeah.
Oh. Because apparently I like pain and suffering.
Yes, that's why we're gonna do so later this month. Later next
Alright,
month.
so let me eject the disk. So now it should complain. And it did. Change disk. Okay, now it has decomp. So now we should be able to do a setup.
Is everyone in chat properly following along with the BS that's been going on?
Probably not. I've probably broken my chat.
No, I can see the viewers.
Yeah, but they're not saying anything, which makes me think I broke something.
No, I think everyone's just getting there. Although I think you have a lot more people on YouTube now.
Do I?
Yeah.
I've only got the restream only says 6.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna try this again. Fingers crossed, it does something.
Do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it. Be like Emperor Palpatine. Do it.
The wheels on the thing go round and
You better boot, because if you don't, NCOMMANDER has a threateningly large ball of lube on his desk. I like how you pointed out my crotch. Not even trying.
This is fine. This is all fine.
Welcome to HACK-ALT-NCOMMANDER, where you quickly realize
It's not
why
all
someone
fine.
would want to smoke and drink most of the time when you have friends like these.
Yeah, with friends like these, who needs enemies?
I know.
Oh, there we go. Now we're getting
Oh.
somewhere. Hey, it actually did
You
something.
can write text.
Microsoft Write. Microsoft Windows Write. Version 3.0.
Back when Microsoft thought they invented writing.
Which is actually Word 1.0.
Oh, snap. He dropped them bombs.
No, it actually is. I'm
I
not.
know. I'm just, yeah.
It's the Word 1.1 source code with the junior flag compiled.
Gotcha.
P-brush. Remember this?
Yeah, that was back when it was simple and everything made sense.
Where's Sir? Oh, god damn it. Sircell left.
Yeah.
Sircell, we need you.
Seriously, we're looking at old shit. When you get off the can, come in here.
Oh, he's on the can? Ah, trapped. God damn it.
I love as soon as Sarah comes back, the program crashes.
Nice.
So, what is
Now
it?
we know you can't blame me anymore, Chad.
What does this look like?
Pbrush.exe.
Yes. And
Right.
yes, and this is running under OS 2. The way it actually works is it installs a family mode header on a Windows binary, and then it has the Windows binary and then DLL files that func from Windows API to Presentation Manager. It is actually, and they also use this for
Thunk is the sound my brain just made.
I was gonna say, Sarah looks like that meme where he's looking off in the distance and just mad.
So the fact of the matter is they actually ship this for Office for OS 2.
Because
So Office for OS 2 is the Windows version with essentially Wine.
Oh my god.
And then it gets better, or worse.
Oh my god.
The Win32 implementation on Windows NT was
I
built
need-
from Willow.
I need this. We need to make this one sign.
So essentially, Windows NT is built off a compatibility layer for Windows for OS 2 because it was kernel independent.
I need to make this one.
Interesting.
So essentially, Microsoft did their own React OS
Yeah.
because that's what it is.
That's probably why they got mad in the first place. That someone else besides them also
Where
did
does the
React OS.
open VMS bits of Windows NT come out?
Dave Cutler.
Yeah.
I mean, if you pull up Calc, that should look familiar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Back when all the buttons were the same size and they had weird pixel gaps in them, I'm looking at you, Windows 10.
Oh, yeah.
Look, we can make it.
What's interesting though is that it's got the that's not Control C, Control V. I wonder if Willow changes that, or if Windows 3.0 didn't have that. Yeah, hold on.
Or
Looking
maybe-
at Windows 10 calculator.
Yeah.
And comparing it to that, it's just.
I know.
Match.
Or maybe it might be because of what hardware they expected it to install on the keyboards, and they expect to have like those keys combinations.
Card file. I miss card file. And then but of course, Solitaire
Yay! Fish
on
meat.
OS 2. Okay, let's see here. What deck should we use?
Chat, hit W's for solitaire if you can.
Let's go with the night one, and then what is our game
Are
rules?
these like based off a turret? Like, that's kind of cool.
Wait, what? We're draw free standard. So, okay, let's see here.
I call the fancy option standard Vegas.
Okay. Alright.
Today that would be sold for like multiple levels of DLC on the Xbox Game Pass service.
I'm a little bit amazed they haven't put DLC in, let's not give Microsoft ideas. Oh, hey, that actually was really lucky. I found the other ace.
They're too busy making phones that no one wants during a pandemic. I have made the longest end commander run. I'm just racking up those combos right now.
It's a 2x end commander Psy.
I'm gonna shut up so that end commander can actually enjoy himself at the ending of the stream.
No, nothing I do can let me enjoy myself.
So,
I am just... I don't actually think I have that many moves available.
What did we learn? No comment. So what did we learn today?
That having these two jokers on my stream causes hardware to fry itself. I still can't believe that...
About jokers while it's card game on screen.
Alright, yeah,
Well,
we're going for a new
Where
deal.
did the case go? We're talking about jokers on screen while where is it? There, pass it.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, what were the odds that we smoked a floppy disk?
We're talking about jokers on screen while.
Wait, what? Oh, yes. So,
Smash reveal tomorrow, booyah.
so you can blame. I can blame Squirtle for that. Unusually, we're not blaming Jack. I needed a distraction in the days leading up to my move because basically everything was in boxes and I needed something to do. And let's just say,
And Commander finally got to live his dream of being his own packet manager.
wait, how did I?
That's an apt reference.
Oh, apt.
Yes.
Is it a packet or package manager?
It's a package.
Oh. They hate me. I know they hate me.
Yes.
They hate me with the passion of 1,000
Okay,
suns.
so besides the fact that we're awful, what do we? Well, I'm awful. Let's rephrase that because Ursula actually did something. It solved an issue, unlike me. What did we learn?
Wait,
today?
he solved an issue?
Yeah, with logging in the stuff so I can make
Oh.
everything nice.
Okay, yeah. So I guess he
Yeah.
did solve an issue.
I'm literally just here to waste space.
No comment. You don't graciously insult the people that let you play with their YouTube or their Twitch accounts.
This is why I had you made the food before because afterwards, yes, because afterwards that's where the poison would have kicked in. But
Okay, all right.
oh, he's getting a big stack over here.
That's what she said.
Yep.
Let's see here. Where else do I still have valid moves? I can take the 10 down, but does that actually help me? I need to take...
We should hold like a solitaire tournament and get some like professional commentators and stuff. Question is, do we do the commentation as soccer or as golf?
Well, we could play golf, the card game golf in the Microsoft Entertainment Pack. I went there.
Geometry golf, math munchers.
Oh man,
Vex.
Yes, ski free.
there we go. Yeah, hey, there we go. We got all the
Hearts,
aces up there.
Spider hearts.
Aces.
Aces wild.
Yay.
That's not useful. Oh wait, I can work with that. I can actually work with that. Nice.
Unlike OS, unlike the floppy drive, you actually have something to work with. That's why I wanted you to end with solitaire.
Yeah, it's something I can actually accomplish.
It actually gives you odds.
Let's see here.
Unlike
Unless I've tried playing Vegas style.
Microsoft crappy software.
Yeah. Well, we're playing it on OS 2. That's the part you have to remember.
Yes. A much more simpler time.
It was these are your father's parentheses.
We went from simpler times to simpler times.
Well, we also got to show a design flaw in OS 2, so you know.
Yes. One of many.
It's so badly designed. Let's see.
Shock Pikachu face.
Shock Pikachu face. Okay, I can do that, but that doesn't really help me. Oh, well, yeah. Okay, maybe that helps me a little bit. Let's see here. God, these are all high numbers. I need low numbers. Low. What?
Pop from stack.
Doesn't work in solitaire.
That would. Oh my God, we should create.
SIPS.
We should create a DEFCON 2.1 account and go to Stack Overflow and ask for help in solitaire. This particular version in solitaire to see everyone's reaction.
Let's see here. Okay, we can take the 3 down. Does that help me?
Who's the depressive bee outside coming home?
One of my ears is completely blocked up, so I can barely hear.
Success.
Okay. Oh, that helps. That helps. I can take that down.
Okay.
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 3 in a row. America.
Ha ha ha. Let's see here. All right, so we've got that down. I think I've lost. I think everyone in my stream has fallen asleep.
I know I'm about to.
What?
I'm about to.
Okay, so I'm gonna choose a channel that we could possibly raid here. Just let me know in the next couple of minutes.
Well, I need to get a win.
I want to see this game conclude.
I know.
Okay, 7. Okay, well, we're getting there. Okay. Amazingly, I have like no cards up there, but we are going the right way with the stacks. If we can just get that.
How funny would it be if a
5.
pigeon flew in right now?
Okay. No, it would suck if a pigeon flew in right now, because pigeons are flying rats.
No, that's those are seagulls. As someone who lived in Boston for 2 years, those are seagulls.
Well, they're flying rats in Boston. Here,
All I know about pigeons
okay,
is
we can
they're
take that
compatible
8.
XMPP. What?
Ignore the bloodshed that's going to happen behind me here, folks. 4, 2. Okay, is that 6? But I can start playing these off the stack. Let's see here. I still don't know where that 3 is, but we're getting someplace.
And Commander, what you're saying is we're ending this night with stack management?
Can you hit him, please? Hey, I got all the cards face up.
Yes. We're
5,
eating the fancy sandwiches
6.
right on the outside.
I got all the. Okay.
There we go. When?
Does it do the jump or
Well, I have to get them all up there.
no comment?
So now we're gonna get to see the jump on a 100 megahertz Pentia.
Oh god. It's gonna be drawing at like -5 FPS.
Hey, at least this and Fallout 76 will have something in common in terms of performance.
What? Running on OS 2. Just want to show that this is the Windows version.
It would have sucked if it would have just crashed right when you pull up the about box.
Right. Yes. Or
What's interesting is that that's running a lot slower than what it should be.
yeah, you can actually see the jumping.
It's
This is a
how I
Pentium.
remember it.
Yeah, but this is a 100 megahertz system.
Even on my mom's old machine, it would be like that. Just did a quick jump there because of the frame
Yep.
rate. Yeah, see.
This is how I remember it as a kid.
Same.
My mom constantly played this and Mahjong.
I don't remember what happens when you win Mahjong.
I used to use a cheat code where every card you clicked would do that.
There's a cheat code for this game?
There were several. There's one that it wasn't this, it was Minesweeper, where if you hold
Zizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would show where the mines are.
I know this cheated Mario. Oh, I'm sorry, that was God of War.
You're not wrong.
I was playing a Nintendo at the time.
Okay.
Oh, man. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna pick a stream here.
Pick a stream. Pick any stream.
Okay.
Yeah, wow. You can tell that was ported from Windows.
Windows help. That needs to be a shirt
Windows!
with the same tiling and everything.
Well, that's supposed to be a gradient, but
Willow.
You know, now every time I see that, when I see that, I'm gonna see that meme with the puppet frog going help on the phone and passing out. All right, we're gonna.
OS 2 was
when
so
you let
great.
me know in the span of 50 seconds, we'll raid 5.
If OS 2 was so great, why isn't there an OS 3?
Because it warped out of there.
Hey.
He's gonna throw this at me.
No,
and
no,
he's
no,
gonna
I'm actually-
fix the drive. Yes.
Yo.
Yep.
Is that a beta?
Yes.
Yes.
Hell.
Read the license page.
The license. Yo, dude, check out this license page. Oh, it's so sweet.
Please wear proper protective equipment while operating this device. Jesus.
It's more like, all right, legal thing. Lauren ipsum
Lorem ipsum dolor sit sector edispissing ellet loquature.
Well, I like how it lets you run 1 + 9 additional copies.
1 + 9.
Yeah, IBM.
So it uses Bitcoin's counting method. That's fascinating.
So IBM further grants you an additional the right to make an additional 9 copies of the program for a total of 10 copies under the provisions of this license.
4 and 20
Funny enough, our
blackbirds.
viewership has gone
But
up,
unfortunately,
so
the
yeah.
license expired September 30th, 1996.
So then just turn the date back.
Yeah, that works.
We'll just run quick.
I do love how it has a Java trademark on here.
Be sad. That's the only thing that's probably persistent throughout tech history.
Yeah. 7 billion devices.
Yes.
All right, are we ready for me to pull the plug?
We actually gained more viewers, but yeah, let's go raid Vi's channel.
All right.
You're welcome, Vi. Here we go. I'm starting this.
All right.
Don't exit yet. I'll let you know when it's processed.
All right, folks. It was fun. I thought there was a second disc. Oh yeah, there is a second disc. Yep. I also have.
Ready when you are.
Oh man, GDP.
I have additional drivers for OS2 beta.
That sounds like a bad drug deal.
Are those dumb?
Yes.
Cool.
Alright, whenever you're ready, when you are.
All right.
Hold on.
Folks, this is your host NCommander signing off. It's been fun. Have a great night. Bye bye.
It should work. Yep.
Okay. Shut down. 3,
Bye,
2,
everybody.
1.
Subscribe.